The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
I love gold!
Welcome everybody to Pillow Talk. It's your boy Franklin. As always, I'm joined by Uncle Howard. Howard, what it is on this Wednesday night that we're taping?
I had an absolutely fantastic day, Franklin. I'm seeing sunshine everywhere I'm looking. I feel just great.
You're really upbeat. What has got you going?
Well, as you know, it was the National Day of Mourning for George Herbert Walker Bush, and we will get into that a little later.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He died.
He did. And as a result, of course, Donald Trump was at his funeral, which meant there was no one there to protect Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, no. What were you doing in Mar-a-Lago?
When Trump's away, Uncle Howard will play.
Oh, no. You played a few rounds of golf there?
I stole Barron.
Oh, no, you did not. No, you did not.
He's hiding. Do you want to talk to him? I got him right over
Hey,
here.
Baron. Yeah, hi, Baron. How are you?
Hey, where's Papa?
I don't know where your papa is. I don't know where your papa is. He's coming back. He's coming back.
All right, get out of here, Baron.
God. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
He's tall now.
He's a big boy, but
He's
still
sprouted. What the fuck?
He's. Turns out they were wrong about him.
Wrong about what? That he can't be tall?
A lot of people were saying this kid doesn't have it in him to be tall, and I said,
No.
look at his dad, one of the tallest men to ever exist.
Very true. Indisputable fact. Another fact is that we record our show from our king-size bed here in beautiful Florida. Where Florida? Anywhere USA, Florida. That's the place. You know, we can't give our undisclosed location. That would rat out General Electric's game where he siphons off electricity for us, you know?
We're somewhere between Key Largo and Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's a good broad spectrum right there for the people to work with. He almost gave them too much. As always, we do this show from our king-size bed. You know, it's roomy, it's spacious. Not so much today since we have a third person who will remain quiet, hopefully, for the duration of the show.
We pray to
Young
God.
BT. You know, I don't know what you were doing at Mar-a-Lago, but anyways, I guess little Baron's in for a treat because, as always, we have a tradition on Pillow Talk. We like to enjoy a movie before we go to bed, and the bed we share as uncle and nephew. So what do you got for us tonight, Uncle Howard?
Oh my goodness, I picked a just fantastic movie, as a matter of fact. I hope you like Uma Thurman.
I do like Uma.
I hope you like Anna Faris.
I love Anna Faris.
I hope you like Luke Wilson.
I like Owen more.
The brother of the good one.
The brother of the good one, yeah.
I hope you like Eddie Izzard.
Yeah, I like Eddie Izzard.
Well, then you're gonna love this movie. It's called My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh my God, I've never seen this. Wait, isn't Eddie Izzard like in the Mystery Men?
Yes, he is. In fact, he has a very strong superhero
He's not a good guy in that.
resume. No, he's bad in every movie.
God, is
Eddie
he bad in
Izzard
my
will
super?
never be a good guy in any movie.
Is he? Is he bad in Super Ex-Girlfriend?
Yeah, he's the main crook.
Oh, wow, such magnificent rage, Eddie Izzard. Now, what is this, a Marvel, DC?
No, you won't believe this. It turns out you can create superheroes without them being from a comic book that's been around for 75 years.
Well, what do you know? Same as the Mystery Men, I imagine. I hope some nerd isn't correct. We're like, actually, the Mystery Men.
Actually, Mystery Men were from a back issue of X-Force
Oh
292.
God! Good God! No, 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 no. So what's the deal with the scoop? Give me the scoop on this movie because I never saw it actually.
Well, it's just fantastic. It's got it all. It's got a girlfriend, but she's X and she's super. So Luke Wilson, he was dating her, and then he dumps her, and she gets real mad.
And Luke Wilson's one of us average Joes.
Just a regular schlub like you
We
and
love our
me.
beer. We love
Love-
our bikinis. And
we
what
love
else
our
do we like?
Football.
Football and twins.
Twins.
Yeah. Somebody say twins. Oh, I got double vision. Double Uma? Uma?
Two Umas.
Oh, wow. That's my Owen Wilson. I'm sorry.
That's
my,
pretty good. That's pretty
Wow.
good.
I'll stop. I will stop.
No, I like it.
Well, I was gonna say,
Anyway, it's a really good movie, and I actually recommend everyone sees it. Of course, I have never seen it all the way in order because I've only watched it when it's aired on TV. I think that's a fantastic way to mention it. And also, looking now at the cast on Wikipedia, I can tell you that Mark Consuelos is also in it.
Wow. So this is a really good film here.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a smart film.
star-studded.
It's star-studded. It's stud-studded, too.
So-
Is that a thing? Stud-studded?
I'll tell you, if there's anything I'd like to be studded with, it's Mark Consuelos
And Luke Wilson.
and Rainn Wilson.
And Rainn Wilson.
Rainn
Pass
Wilson.
on that.
It's funny how two of the brothers got all the looks, and then Rainn Wilson got all of the funny.
It's true. That is true. He got all the funny. He's in the Meg. My
Fantastic
movie. Fantastic. It's double the size of Jaws. So, yeah.
It's such a big shark.
It is a big shark. I'll watch that eventually. My movie, I can relate to it quite a bit. It's called Disturbia. I thought it was based off the Rihanna song, but it's I think it's Shia LaBeouf.
Rihanna based her song on this movie.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
She's a big Shia LaBeouf fan. They call
So
him
it's-
LaBeouf.
You're a LaBeouf buff. I'm a LaBeouf buff. Oh, I know all about the LaBeouf.
The
you know?
Buffster.
The Buffster.
Love
Yeah.
that guy.
LaBeouf Bagwell.
Wow.
Yeah, LaBeouf Bagwell. I'll have to email that to Virtual Pros. Anyways, so Shia LaBeouf, he's a common teenage criminal, kind of a little stinker. He gets put on a house arrest, something you're familiar with,
Yeah, I've
He
been
didn't
under
find the,
several of those.
He didn't find the Tyrese loophole of Too Fast, Too Furious, where his house was a mobile home, so he could travel. Do you remember this?
That's right.
He could travel to different locations.
Roman.
I thought he could Roman Pierce. He could travel
the
to other
man.
locations, and the guy was like, "I thought you had to be 200 feet away, away from your home." I was like, "I am," and he points to his ankle bracelet in his house. Whatever. I butchered
It's
that.
cool. That's what you need to know.
It is cool. So he didn't master the Roman Pierce loophole to house arrest. Or is it the Roman Pierce or is it the Uncle Howard loophole? I feel like they may have gotten that from you.
Well, a lot of things from Fast and Furious were taken from me.
Drifting?
Tokyo drifting. I invented that by accident one night, and everyone saw it and thought it was really cool. And
A bunch of
that's
kids
how-
with flip phones were recording you.
A bunch of kids with flip phones were recording me. I was driving my buddy's car, and I just crashed it so much down the parking garage exit ramp. And no one seemed to be mad about it at all.
No, that's drifting. So, dude, back to Disturbia. It's a movie where Shia LaBeouf's in house arrest, so naturally he becomes a peeping Tom with binoculars, and, he's looking through the neighborhood, and then he finds out that his neighbor is a murderer.
Dun,
And-
dun, dun.
So it kind of validates the peeping Toms of the world, the voyeurs, that the rowdy roddy peepers, because sure, maybe a man has binoculars and one day he's masturbating. But what about the next day when he's finding out a crime is taking place? I think
I'd
that absolves him.
I'd wager to say that most men who have binoculars have masturbated once or twice. Are we
Absolutely.
to say that no men should have binoculars? It's
Boom.
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Though I feel like binocular sales and like, the pervert community, if that's a Venn diagram, it's not even. It's just a giant circle at that
Well,
point.
it's like how everyone knows bird watchers are huge perverts.
You only go watching for fit birds, huh, Uncle Howard?
That's true.
You do love those fit birds.
I
So,
love a bit of a fit bird then.
whoa. Ugh. British Uncle Howard.
British Uncle Howard is here.
Oh, no.
Right, oh, and all that, what, dear chap?
Get out of here, British Uncle Howard. We don't need your lectures on Brexit or God knows what else. So I don't know-
Cheerio, do your bid for Queen and Country.
God, I don't even know what that means.
Sorry about that guy.
That guy is the worst.
He's
He is
a
the worst.
troublemaker. That's why I like him.
That's how you like him. That's how you respect him. Yeah. So, anyways, Uncle Howard, we're gonna take a break from the Nickelodeon saga this week. We're still at a standstill with Todd Dominkus, the esteemed attorney of Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
and we're in a bit of a rut with Joe Torres. How are we gonna find him?
Well, I think if we can't bring Joe Torres to them, we might have to bring them to Joe Torres.
Are you talking about bringing the cast of Hey Dude to Joe Torres' estate?
I'm talking about getting all of them back together.
Brad, Melody,
Brad, Christy Taylor,
Mr. Ernst,
Mr. Ernst,
Buddy.
Buddy, all of them.
all of them.
There's something that a man can do when he's been hiding too long, and I've been there too, and
You have been there.
you try to push those memories away and try to make yourself believe things that aren't true. You try to say, it didn't matter. It didn't matter then, it doesn't matter now. But the truth of the matter is, Joe Torres, or may I call you Danny, you can't run away from your past. It's always a part of you. The only thing that you can run away from is letting go.
Damn. I guess, this got a lot harder. First, we were just supposed to find the guy. And then we have to stop, Nickelodeon from making us fulfill these 135 hours I pledged. Now we have to pay for flights and drive the whole cast of Hey Dude to this man's house, to this man's his private home.
His private resident, and let's not forget that this man does live somewhere outside of Tucson, Arizona.
God, so he does. Wait, he still lives by the fucking Hey Dude. Said that.
Yeah, but Mr. Ernst ain't living there anymore. And
Mr. Ernst never lived there.
my point. Well, you think he was a Hollywood guy?
He's a Hollywood guy all the way. He just got flown in for the show and got flown right back to L.A.
He did all of the scenes in about 6 hours and got the fuck out of
He
there.
got the fuck out. He shot all of his scenes, one take pro, and got the fuck out of there. Mr. Ernst did not want that bullshit.
Calls everybody kid, no matter who they are.
You think Mr. Ernst and Ugg hung around set and mentored those children? Mr. Ernst, Ugg, Artie, these guys are Hollywood guys. They went to party with young Eugene Levy and still kind of old Morgan Freeman and hit up all the Hollywood hotspots and, hung out with River Phoenix for all we know.
Yeah, they were hanging out at the Rainbow Room, the Viper Room. They were hanging out in all those spots.
Mr. Ernst was big in the Viper Room,
He
wasn't
was
he?
big in the Viper Room. He was the guy who Axl Rose learned about heroin from.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Wow. You guys learned a lot about Hollywood today.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
some inside news.
we might as well be called Hollywood Scoops Incorporated because we really dish that dirt, don't we?
Oh, you might as well call us the the shovel men because of
The
all
shovel
the dirt that we're tossing around.
Right. Us pillow talk guys. What do we work part time in the graveyard? We're always shoveling all the dirt, all the scoops.
Hey, are you guys at Baskin Robbins because of all the scoops?
Oh god, this is where people shut us off.
If you people shut us off, that'll be the worst mistake you've ever made.
Be the biggest mistake. Don't threaten our listeners. Anyways, we have questions we need to go over. You hate this, and you know what? Oh, I shouldn't even say this. I am starting to no. I love the fans. Make us who we are.
You know what? It's at the end of the day, it's all about you fans, and we're just genuinely blessed that you.
Jesus, you can't even keep the straight face. You couldn't even. At least I can lie properly and pretend.
I'm a
look,
very honest man, you know that. I can't
you
lie.
cannot tell a lie, huh?
That's why they called me George W. Washington.
That's right. You just combined two great men.
Two great men. I'd love to combine them with me.
What would you like to combine? The cherry tree chopping abilities of George Washington and the Iraqi children bombing of George W.
I'd like to combine George W.'s dick with my mouth and Washington's dick with my mouth also.
Gross. But you know what?
I want a double mouth job every president, 2 by 2.
2 by 2. I guess it's a way to knock them out a lot.
Gotta get it over with.
Get it over with.
Only 22 and a half that way instead of 45. Plus, I can kind of dilute the taste of some of them with another one, you know. Without getting political, I can, have like a Lincoln's dick in my mouth while I've also got like, Andrew Jackson's dick in there.
That's a bad dick.
Yeah, terrible dick.
That's a terrible dick here. Oh, we can go on all day ranking president's dicks, but we're not.
And we will.
God Save America. Oh. We won't. We won't. We have questions to get to. All right. What's there? There's. Man, they're so vulgar. This one. All right. This one comes from Joke Man Cometh. He's a good guy. I say this. I know the man. He's a good man.
Oh, he cometh. All right.
He really. He's doing stand-up comedy. I hope he doesn't lay an egg. Good God.
Sorry, Joke Man.
Well, I hope he doesn't lay an egg tonight. But, this question here. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's not good.
That's a fetish I didn't know I had.
Shut up. So, he asks, what's worse? Eating ass or romaine lettuce? This is like these people think we're perverts, Uncle Howard.
I don't understand.
They think we're miscreants. Somebody's like, hey, look at this bikini photo, Howard. I bet you love that.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's true. I am not a pervert for everything at all times. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially after you nut. I'm not a perv. I mean,
yeah.
Do you finish watching a pornographic scene after you nut?
That's
do you
why.
feel entitled? Like, I got 17 minutes left. Damn, what am I gonna do? I have to watch this whole thing.
Yeah, well, gotta know how it ends.
You gotta know how it ends. And it always ends the same, doesn't it?
Well, sometimes there's a plot twist at the end.
True enough. So how would you answer this question, or do you want to?
Well, I'm a little stymied by the way he phrased it. By what's worse, when I think both are absolutely fantastic activities to do.
You like salads a lot, Uncle Howard?
Oh, I like salads. I am actually the sole owner and operator of the nation's last Fresh Choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Fresh Choice was still around. I thought you were just a Salad Creations guy.
Oh, there's one Fresh Choice left, and I'm the one who's got it.
And you got a good deal on romaine lettuce recently, I heard.
That was on special. It was. They were practically giving it away. I was just
Nice.
running through dumpsters, scooping up all I could.
Wow, you got a good deal then, huh?
Oh, it was a fantastic week of profits for me.
Well, so I mean, answering this question, I mean,
What's worse is lettuce. If you're eating ass, it means that you're definitely
you're having a good
getting
time.
some good stuff, baby.
Yeah, and if you're not enjoying that, you're gonna have some good stuff later. You
Yeah,
know?
you're
So-
paying your dues. Sometimes there's things that you're not that wild about, but you do them.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's a two-way street, pal. It's not just
Yeah.
about you.
You got disconnected there, Uncle. Okay, now I hear you.
You will
No, no.
forgive me.
No, don't. You're fine. You're all fine here
I,
now.
we are in the same bed, but we have to record over the radio.
That's true. We have these gigantic, what are they called? Headphones. So.
Headphones, we wear them, and
So-
sometimes mistakes happen.
So this next question, I like his name.
What was your answer?
Oh, okay. Like I said, no, eating
You're
ass. Oh,
great.
no. Romaine lettuce is worse. Like what?
Yeah.
If I'm eating romaine lettuce, it means I'm having like a McDonald's artisan grilled chicken sandwich or something lame, and like it's not.
No one has ever been eating romaine lettuce directly before or after somebody did something nice for their dick.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. Wow, that is that is the only answer to that. That is the only answer. So I hope that answers. I know. Joke man cometh. Ask us something. I don't know. For a sense of decorum next time. Ask
This
us
is a
how we're
family
doing.
podcast.
It is a family podcast. So
Except for one
Yeah.
member of your family.
one member. This is no nanas allowed in this
No
podcast.
Nana is allowed. NNA.
No nanas. Even the great Kali said it,
Yeah.
and I will play that. at
He's a
some
good
point.
friend of mine. I taught him everything he knows about nanas.
Wow, where'd you meet him? The set of the longest yard?
Yeah. I trained him in wrestling.
When he killed a guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
I said, you gotta go out there and let him know who's the big man. So
Well.
he tossed a little guy on his head.
God, that is unfortunate. Let's not make light of that. It's really
Well,
unfortunate.
it's
I
sad
remember.
because wrestlers are an endangered species these days.
They are. I mean, Dynamite Kid died.
Now, that was a good man. A good man. Just, when you say gentleman, that there's no gentleman in the world anymore. And now I have to wonder after a Dynamite Kid's passing if that ain't true.
That is, it's a good point. He is a class act. Nothing bad has ever been said about the Dynamite Kid.
No, he's never admitted to being terrible.
No. So we have to take his word. Just like when somebody who may have said something racist says they're not a racist, we have
Who
to
am
take
I
their
to
word.
doubt it?
Right,
They
It's-
say they're not a racist. Well, I say I'm not God. I can't see what's inside your soul.
Goddamn right, Jesus Christ.
I've been very wise on this episode, I think.
You have been. This is the smarter. You've been doubling up on that alpha brain. huh?
We told everyone to mail it to Rogan's house if it didn't work. Well, turned out they had been, so I broke into Joe Rogan's house the other day. It stole all his fucking alpha brain, so I was laughing at Rogan.
Right. He got a bunch of product he didn't want it, and then he had a break in for somebody to take the product he never wanted. It's really unfortunate for him. So, Pipefitters Local 69. That's his name, and his handle is at shitprol.
I don't think it's appropriate to make fun of the prolish people anymore.
So he asked, "Have you ever drank your own piss?"
Duh.
Duh. I mean, it's impossible to not have. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask something like smarter. Okay. Then he asked, "What is the podcast official stance on newly elected Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro?" All I know about Brazil, well, it was Fast and Furious 5, Fast
Yes, then you know
Uh,
that in Brazil they like it muy caliente.
5. I don't know about that. I think that's a different, ethnicity. But when Vin Diesel, when The Rock pulls out the gun on Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
he's like, "Your little rules don't work here. This is Brazil." And
That's
everybody
right.
like lows their gets their gocks out.
Yeah.
And
That is Brazil.
that is Brazil. So
That's a
it's
scary place.
it's a scary. I mean, I don't know if it's a scary place, but that movie made it seem like there's no laws. It's where Vincent died.
That's
you know.
right. It is a place where there are no rules. I think that's one of the main things about it. That's why everyone there has to learn how to either drive a race car or become a professional UFC guy.
That's right. That's really your only two options. UFC has a lot of Brazilians. So what is this guy's deal? Should I like Bing him? I mean, is he on AOL News or
Oh,
something? recently?
I know a little bit about him because I've been
You're a
taking my
bird
alpha
brain, huh?
I've been taking my alpha brain and learning a lot. This guy makes Donald Trump look like Ellen DeGeneres. He is a bad man.
He's a far right leader. Okay, I see that in
yeah,
him.
he is.
Oh, I don't like this guy.
He says that he thinks the police should just be able to kill any old buddy they want.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like a good time to me, but hell, I never met the guy.
Well, if he says he's not a horrible dictator, we might take his word on it.
I can't doubt him.
I can't. But he hasn't said that yet, so we can speculate.
He's never lied to me about anything else.
That is true. That is true, Howard. I have to say, but no. Man, this is
I'm going to go ahead and give him a blanket.
a blanket.
No, well, I was going to say a blanket something. A blanket invitation to be upon this podcast and explain himself.
Okay. Until then, the jury's still out on him.
Jair Bolsonaro, we want to hear it straight from you.
Yeah, we want to hear it straight from you. Are you a bad guy?
Are you? Hey, and you don't bring your death squads here.
Jesus Christ, yeah. You may have your death squads, but we have Dr. Evil here. Hello, Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, you want to come to my hot magma layer? I have sharks with freaking lasers on their head. You have a death squad? I have freaking lasers on the shark's head. And an ungrateful son named Scotty Felsenberg. Or something. I don't know. You can come onto my show. Dr. Evil presents Pillow Talk with the dopey nerd and the pervert uncle. I am going to go. Deuces. Why do we allow him every week?
He's nothing but rude to us.
He is so rude to us. He comes in, he interrupts us. I can't even speak half the time when he's here.
This is our home. It is so polite how you never interrupt him.
No. Well,
you show him the respect that he won't show you, and that's how we know you're the bigger man.
That's right. So the next question, White Trash Teach, that's his handle. Good guy, Chicago guy. He lives near the Gotti bus station ad, or under the ad. I don't know where
Is it still there?
It's still there. It's still there. Gotti still stands, and Gotti still stands on the Miami Beach parking, the public parking off 17th and Meridian.
Well, if you needed more proof that audiences loved it, there you are.
They can't take it down. They cannot take it down.
The
so I don't blame
audiences
them.
will revolt.
There's a Venom ad right next to it. You
man.
and your cold ones. Jesus
I
Christ.
would love to be in a Venom Gotti sandwich.
God. Yeah, only one of those men would have a problem with it, and the other one is what's his name? The Venom actor. God damn it.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. God damn it.
He makes me hardy. Was that my worst thing I've ever said?
No, not really. No.
Oh, okay.
No, right. That's pretty civilized for you. That's very civilized for old Uncle Howard. So he asks us, what are your best and worst memories from attending wrestling shows? This is a tough one.
This is a great question.
Yeah, this is a legitimate dope question because we've gone to a lot of wrestling shows. We love the man slamming. We love the action in the ring.
We love the chop drops.
We love the chop drops and the frog splashes.
We
you know?
love the butt bombs.
The butt bombs. So, man, I don't know what my favorite memory is. I remember Hack Myers of ECW was walking around the show. He passed away recently. And I'm like, I told him, I loved your match against Benoit. This is before Benoit did the unspeakable.
Course.
Before he was murdered.
Allegedly.
Yes. So, and he's like, when the hell did I face Benoit? and then he like asks somebody.
Benoit.
He's like, "Hey, did I ever face him? Ah, man, he dropped me on my head. Fuck him." And he just walked away. He
Well,
was like,
that's
he
a
didn't
hell
remember
of
he
a
had a...
story.
I'm sorry, I can't think of like a really great wrestling
No, I like that
memory.
one.
Oh, there's a fan that ran in drunk during the four-way with Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk, Abdullah the Butcher, and some other guy, I forget who.
Well, that's a legend match.
It was a legend four-way, yeah, and some fan ran in drunk as hell and Mr. Chaos. He was there for like a good minute until he got the shit beat out of him. So,
Did Dusty beat the shit out of him?
it was mostly Terry Funk, and even...
Hell yeah. Terry
Yeah.
Funk is a friend of mine.
Yeah, he is a friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
You know what? My favorite memory, there's a wrestling fan named Tie-Dye Guy. He's super old, dresses like Hulk Hogan or whatever. And my good friend Dennis yelled right, 5 feet away from him when Tie-Dye Guy was doing his whole shtick to like get the camera on him. He yelled, "Sit the fuck down, Tie-Dye Guy," and fans erupted in cheer. It was great. It was great. So
My favorite wrestling show memory was when I was but a boy and I still had a mother. She took a friend of mine and I to a wrestling WWE house show in San Francisco, and at the time Ludwig Borga and Lex Luger were the big villains, and my friend and I were huge Ludwig Borga fans. And for some reason he had a Finnish flag, so he like just collected all the flags of the world or something like that. He was a weird guy. So we had this big Finnish flag, and we ran up to the front when Ludwig Borga was there, and we were waving the Finnish flag, and he was a bad guy, but he still saw us and he smiled at us, and we were so happy.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then we went back to our seat, and there was this guy sitting right behind us, and he yelled, "Sit down, you little punks!" And then and then every time Lex Luger did a move to Ludwig Borga, he'd yell something like, "How you like that, you little communists?"
Oh my god. That is scary. That is terrifying.
And my mom was there, and she turned around and said something like, "This is fake, right?"
Owned? God, the last thing you want to do is get owned by somebody's
mom at a wrestling show.
That is rough.
Who was there just to be nice.
Right?
There's probably no one more likely to yell at you than a mom at a wrestling. Because she is in a terrible mood, Gary.
I got yelled at by a mom at a wrestling show.
See?
It sucks. It wasn't my fault though. She just had it out for me. This one just had it out for me.
They're gonna if they don't have a legitimate target, they'll make one.
They'll make one for sure. You know what? I do have a favorite wrestling show memory, and it was MLW 2004. Terry Funk was having this speech, and Bert, at Oh Boy Oh Bert, friend of the show, he found a lull during Terry Funk's emotional. Funk. I'll just say I'd give everything to the fans. And Bert, in all his glory, abruptly yells, "Shut the fuck up, Funk!" And people were mad. It's the fucking guy in a big evil shirt was like, "That's a legend right there!" Like just barking stuff. But I mean, Bert found the perfect lull, was in the perfect location for everybody to hear what he said, and it was magical.
Have you ever had any good lull yells before?
I have. I have had
me
some.
too.
It's when you get to yell that at a wrestling show when it goes quiet and you get that zinger in there. There's
perfect.
nothing like it. It is.
I was at a show and there was a Hornswoggle versus Chavo Guerrero match. And everyone was quiet because who cares? And at this one quiet part, I just yelled, "Ooh, Chavo!"
Nice.
Real loud. And everyone laughed in the entire arena.
Oh, that is great. Good job, Howard.
Yeah, it was
Good
pretty good.
job. That is pretty cool, man. Well, we could talk about this for a while, so that's a great question, Tooch. We'll have a wrestling episode one day so we don't neglect a portion of our audience.
Yeah.
But if we haven't already. Final question is by at Mugbane VT, which stands for Vern Troyer, according to him. He wants to know what's Bugmane's address. Howard, this is a business partner of yours?
Bugmane is a business partner.
Yes, I know.
of
Yeah,
mine.
Bugmane is your business partner.
Yeah, and he wants to know his home address. Well,
Yeah.
you know something.
Seems
Well,
honest to me.
It seems to me like I'm not going to give up a member of my family's address to some guy on the internet.
Wow.
That's right.
That's really big of you, Howard.
I
Wow.
consider Bugmane to be my son.
Wow. Thanks. That's not a little slightly devastating to hear as your nephew, but you know what? This guy sent me a video, of Saoirse Ronan and Margot Robbie answering questions.
Okay, we got to give him what he wants.
Yeah, I kind of pleasured myself for this. I'm not going to lie. So okay, his address is, and this is a shoot, folks. This is a shoot. You can go on Bing Maps and look this up.
Get out your pen and paper and write this down.
His address is 1650 Northeast 163rd Street, North Miami Beach, Florida. Look up that location and you will find the Bugman.
Bugmane's secret lair has
His
been
secret
given
lair.
away.
Look that up and you will find the bug. Or not really, it's a Taco Bell. Burned. I still got the nut, you got nothing. So
Bug lives in a Taco Bell.
I don't even know if he's a Taco Bell guy. We only go to Hooters and Tilted Kilt. That's a shoot.
Wow, those are two delicious places. And
Yes.
there's some delicious morsels that aren't on the menu.
Oh God. Have I told you my Hooters story?
No,
Have I-
let's get it.
Okay. This is so where I went to college was near my first 2 semesters, community college near downtown Miami, and there's a place called Bayside.
GTMI.
Yeah, MDC, and so we went to Hooters after like our final exams because it was right down the street, walking distance, and a man in like a starter jacket fiddling
Yeah,
around
that's
with.
cool.
That is cool. What he does isn't so cool. He has a disposable camera, and he's kind of fidgety. He keeps walking by like the entrance and like coming back around. Now this is a Hooters. It's
This is a
it's,
classy joint.
it's not just a classy joint. Like right next to it is like a Sam Goody at the time, and like this is 2004. There's a few other shops, so you kind of make a lap around, peek inside, and walk back out. So eventually he got the gall to step in and hang by the bar and start taking photos. And this lady goes, "Excuse me, sir, stop taking photos of the waitresses' asses." And he fuddles around like, "Oh," and he walks out and makes a beeline for the door.
Did he look exactly like how I imagine?
Yeah, probably big glasses and
Yeah.
but moments later he came back, and then the cook. I don't see color, so I won't describe how the guy looked like. Maybe he was white, and maybe he isn't. White. I'm not racist. So the cook comes out and is like, angry with a towel, and he's like, "Get the hell out of here!" The guy's like, "Ugh." He's just like a complete caricature, and he just like he hauls ass that time. But we still saw him around the Bayside Mall later, actually, so he hadn't quite given up. So
That's a man who is frighteningly set in his ways.
he is.
That is
man,
a worrisome man.
he should have had the fear of God put into him.
That cook should have just whipped his ass from pillar to post.
Should have given him a
basically.
cherry red spanking.
Yep. Well, you can't get everything you want.
No. You would have just taken the cherry red, huh?
Oh, I typically try to get spanked by chefs.
So you tried to do a slow dine and dash at Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I'd say dine and dawdle, where I just hang out slowly until they just start hitting me.
Say, fine, I'll take the corporal punishment. Let me lower my pants, and you
Thank
do with me as you will.
sir. May I have another?
Oh, God.
This is the great Khali. Keep going, make video pillow talk. Franklin. Uncle Howard, it is not for nanas.
So, Howard, it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
Well, it's Donald Trump now, so it is the Christmas time. can say that
Christmas
word again.
time is here.
So we want to find out. This is. I guess you could be Uncle Santa Howard. Who's been naughty?
Oh.
Isn't there a third?
Oh.
Okay. So should we do a naughty or nice thing and determine what's naughty, what's
the
not?
naughtiest and who's been the nicest?
Yeah, right. This is the time of the year. Christmas is the time for judging, right?
Yeah, that's right. Tis the season to stand in judgment.
That's right. And just like a judge, you are wearing a robe with nothing underneath.
That's right, and a big curly wig in honor of British Uncle Howard.
That explains that. Thank you for finally explaining what the curly wig was for.
That's why Santa Claus has curly white hair, just like a British judge.
I guess he does. Tim Allen Santa Claus doesn't.
Barrister Santa!
Santa's the ultimate judge.
He is.
He is the ultimate judge.
Who
he's
granted you this authority, Santa?
When people might be outraged by my take on Disturbia and how peeping toms are good. Well, Santa's the OG peeping tom.
He knows
Santa is the man
you've been naughty.
Yeah, he knows if you've been wanking too there, eh, barrister?
Too right.
So Santa's the OG peeping tom. So for anybody who has a problem with my take it up with the big man. He's at the Aventura Mall tomorrow between 5 to 7. So ask him what's up. But so let's start this off. All right. So I guess let's see. Who do we have here? Steve Gutenberg. Has he been naughty or nice?
Well, he's been very, very nice. As far as I can tell, I think he's been a very prominent figure in the Republican Party.
He has been, yes.
And God bless him, we need somebody, someone cool.
He is the coolest, youngest Republican.
Yeah, to really, up their Q rating.
Yeah, he is the coolest Republican. He's doing the Roe v. Wade movie with Milo Yiannopoulos, Tommy Loren, Stacey Dash, and John Voight.
Now,
did you know about this?
No, but
it's real.
So excited to see Milo's acting debut. I've always thought that guy has a lot of potential.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna need the residuals because he's broke.
He has all great potential to be set on fire and thrown into the ocean.
Yes, he does. Besides his financials, I've always found him to be morally bankrupt.
Hey, that's no joke.
That's a joke. Come on.
No, I mean you can say that again, brother.
It's a hell of that's a home run.
It's a hell of a home run, but also it's no joke.
That's
that
right.
Guy has no morals, and that's
so Steve Gutenberg. We're gonna put him on the nice list because we feel bad, and
And he's doing a good job making this movie with Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Who else do we have here? A Groot. Is Groot naughty or nice?
Groot has never been naughtier than he was this year.
He's been naughty boy.
Teenage Groot is a very, very naughty boy.
He has been naughty as hell. He has been. He's talking back.
He's talking back. He's playing his little Game Boy like a teenager always is. Yeah, how come we never see Teen Groot jerking it?
That's the $1 million question,
I want to see Teen Groot being needlessly cruel to an outcast student.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well,
they
maybe
don't
the next
examine. Do you remember when Marvel was making the movies and everyone was like a new thing and they were always exactly the same, but they were like, this one's the spy thriller and this one's more of an emotional, drama and stuff like that, but they're always just superhero movies.
Yeah.
They should really go with it and make Precious, but a superhero.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
have, Teen Groot in there and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
Monique can be. I mean, like I guess
Monique is
She's a
has to be
superhero.
back. She's a superhero just in and of herself.
yeah, that's true. The person is a superhero.
Yeah, as a human being. She's
yeah,
a
yeah. She
superhero.
legitimately is.
We love
know.
Monique.
We're big Monique guys on this
Yeah,
show.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Monique.
doubt.
You got blacklisted from this show.
No.
You know.
In fact,
So-
if you've been blacklisted from Hollywood, more than likely you're a friend of our show.
Yeah, more than likely you are a friend of our show. Who else do we have here? Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. She's.
Can I get this one?
Yeah, take it.
Okay, this is a twist. She's been naughty, but in all the right ways.
Oh,
I get that from my uncle. I get that.
yeah. that
You're
makes me
thinking
so
naughty.
Proud.
You're thinking naughty. Oh, she's been bad. She gets a lump of coal. No.
She gets a lump of something else.
That's right. That's right. A 4-inch lump. If she wants it.
That's a good pointer for all the listeners out there. If you describe your dick as a 4-inch lump,
Oh, God. A lump is actually the ideal shape to reach the G spot. I've heard.
she's lump. She's lump. She's lump.
Yes. That's right.
Good song.
So what do you say? Naughty or nice for Jennifer Coolidge?
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
Stifler's mom, for those who don't know. Come on.
I think you've said it perfectly right, my friend. She is naughty in all the ways that you want naughtiness to exist.
All right. The Jawas.
Those guys are very, very naughty.
They are naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just rude.
Enough said.
Yeah, they got killed for a reason. I feel like.
Yeah, wait, wasn't the sand people who got killed?
No, the Sand people got slaughtered by Anakin, but the Jawas were killed by the stormtroopers on the search for 3PO and R2.
Oh, I remember that.
You
Yes,
remember
I do. No,
C-3PO?
I do. I do.
He was like doing a bonfire with them for some reason. C-3PO was like,
Yeah, that's
when
right, he
Luke
was-
walked by, he's like, "Dead Jawa? Do you want a dead Jawa?" And just threw it back in the bonfire. That was weird. Why was he doing a bonfire with them?
Yeah, but it's their tradition. He's a protocol droid, so he knows the way they want to be disposed of when they're dead.
That's true. That's true. I feel like teenage Groot would be naughty to these Jawas, but you know it might be rightfully so because they are not. I was scared of them as a kid. I was legitimately scared.
You could easily kill Groot by setting him on fire.
Oh, okay. So the Jawas might have an advantage there. I don't know. So we get a lot of naughty so far, Howard. We got one nice
So
Steve Gutenberg.
many people are naughty this year.
Dr. Oz. Has he been naughty or nice?
Oh, he's been very nice, actually. That guy has prescribed me almost everything I've ever wanted.
Jesus. You got quite the medicine cabinet,
He's
too.
the only doctor who isn't afraid of the opioid epidemic.
He encourages it, actually.
He's the number one proponent of it.
The number one proponent. Oh God, Dr. Oz. Yeah, I would say if he's nice to you.
It's
Well,
nice. You know what they say is, there's that saying, happy wife, happy life. Well,
Right.
There's
Happy uncle.
happy uncle, happy bun.
Happy nephew.
Happy
Happy
nephew.
nephew. And I'm happy.
And we'll
Yeah,
keep
okay.
working on that one.
We'll keep working on that one. We'll find something out there. There's not a lot of uncle nephew.
It's
phrases.
a relationship that's relatively unexplored.
Yeah. I wonder why. It's just,
There's not a lot of loving renditions of a uncle nephew or even an aunt nephew
No.
or aunt niece or uncle niece or anything of the sort in media.
well, wait a second. Peter Parker was what? Is that Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben, that's true, but they were more of a parental figure, I suppose.
Yeah, we're more of a.
He was raised by them.
Yeah, we're more brothers, if anything.
Yeah, we're
We're like
very
Eddie and Chavo.
or Sky Blue and Red Foo.
Sky Blue and Red Foo, or Owen and Luke.
Or Owen and Luke.
Yeah,
Listen.
I'm gonna go on to great things, and you're gonna be incinerated.
Oh, you're talking about those ones. I was talking about Owen and Luke Wilson.
You got me. You chessmated me
And,
in 4D chess.
You think you got 21? Well, guess what I got?
What do you got?
22.
Oh, Wow, that's a winning hand.
It's bigger than 21.
It's bigger than 21, yeah. That's bigger. Why do the blackjacks at the casino realize that? That's a better card to have. That's bigger. That's more.
That's why card counting's illegal. Because if you tried to count your cards, you'd easily know that you had more than 21 and you would win. But instead,
Every time.
they don't let you count. And so you don't know if you've won or not. So you think, I probably lost.
That's exactly how casinos work, people.
That's how they get you.
That's how they, I am so glad to have you as an uncle to teach me about casinos and women and Miatas.
It's been an honor to teach you everything that you know.
Right. Yeah, you've taught me everything I know. And I guess...
I love you.
I love you too, Uncle Howard. I really do. So the next... Why did you write this list? I gave you a list of groceries to do at Albertsons, and you come back with no groceries and a list of all these names for the Naughty or Nice segment.
I will
You just didn't come back with anything.
I went to the grocery store.
Yes.
And then I was asked to leave the grocery store.
God damn it. God, what did you do?
Oh, nothing this time. It's just that they remembered me from the time that I put all of the cabbages on the ground and then I did a rolling jump onto them and rolled out of the store.
Well, that is pretty cool, Uncle Howard.
It was really, really cool. They said,
we don't have...
the manager said, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
But we don't have any hungry men tonight,
The
though.
police are going to be here in 15 minutes.
We're always evading the law. So that's why we don't give our disclosure.
Still undefeated.
That's right. That's right. That's because we got British Uncle Howard by our side.
Too right, chaps!
Okay, I got a few other names on this list.
All right, let's get some more.
Jack Black.
Oh, now this guy, I love the band The White Stripes.
No. See, you're thinking the King of Rock is Jack White, but the King of Comedy is Jack Black.
Oh, two kings.
The two kings.
Now that's what I call blackjack.
God, it's so bad. It is terrible. So, has he been naughty or nice? He hasn't been in any major movies. I mean, he did the Goosebump, and
He was in Jumanji, which I believe made $10 jillion.
Well, that was last year. Holiday season last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I'd say he's been nice. I don't have anything bad to say about Jack Black. I feel like Jack Black's the kind of guy who's wanted to be in a Star Wars movie, and they're like, okay, well, this is a larger than life character, so if we're gonna have you in a Star Wars movie, you got to keep it on the DL, and you can't be you. And then he gets fitted for an alien costume, and his first time on screen, he's like, no, yeah, here's your credits, Ray, and it's just no, dude, this is too Jack Black. We're cutting you out of the movie.
If they did do that recast Last Jedi thing, they should cast him as the thief.
The thief? Who was the thief?
Benicio del Toro.
Oh, right. DJ, yes. Yes, he's definitely a bad guy.
DJ Thief.
Yes. Wow.
What does
Jack
DJ
Black
stand for? Do we know?
It stands for in Arabesh.
Generous.
It stands for don't join. Sorry, the nerd in me has to. Cause he's not about joining the war, man. He's a both sides guy.
Yeah, both sides matter.
Yeah, right. Something like that. So Jack Black is good.
Yeah,
right?
whatever. He's fine.
Whatever. Yeah, he's fine. He's not a threat to us.
Yeah.
If you're a threat to us, then you're not good. Mina Suvari?
She's been very naughty, I think. I think anybody who deprives the world of a talent like that is cruel. And
Yeah, she's holding out.
She's holding
So she gets a
out.
lump of coal, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. One of Uncle Howard's famous lumps of coal.
One of
he
my
does.
homemade lumps of coal.
God. What else do we have on this list? Why do you have the Justice League on this list?
Well, because, frankly, I don't think they've been doing quite enough to protect us lately.
God. Yeah.
They're the
And they had a
world's
horrible movie.
They're the world's defenders. But look at all these things going on in the world right now.
Wow. Hey, yeah. Hey, Justice League. How do you explain Donald Trump being president? Excuse me.
Hey, Justice League, where were you when Jamal Khashoggi was murdered by the Saudi Arabians?
No. No. Fucking hey, man. Justice League, 9/11 call. Where the fuck were you?
Yeah.
Christ. It actually caused a 9/11, I'm sure. Like,
He-
at least
oh,
Superman did.
Yeah, he caused like 7 9/11s.
Jesus
in Man of
Christ.
Steel.
They're doing more harm than good. These guys
Yeah.
suck, man.
It makes you wonder who's the hero and who's the criminal.
Shit. That's a good premise for a 3-hour movie of
Yeah.
Superman against Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who are the real heroes? You know,
that
something.
was
yeah.
one of my favorite movies.
That's a very smart film.
So smart. You can tell because Mark Zuckerberg's in it.
That's right. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't it? He was great.
This is the only good part of the movie.
He was. So speaking of those kind of groups,
Yeah.
today was supposed to be the Avengers trailer, but
Is that
then
so?
somebody had to go and die, and that man was George H.W. Bush.
This is sad, isn't it?
It is sad. The man died, which is weird to me because he seemed fine just the other day. He was
Just
alive.
the other day, he was alive. He was in those commercials. Saying,
What
"I love
commercials
you."
was he
There
in?
was it was charity relief for Texas after a hurricane, and it showed
Oh, shit.
all the former presidents, and then at the end, all of them said, "We love you, Texas," and then it cuts to him in the very last shot, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's clearly not well, and he says, "We love you, Texas," but not in a real clear way, and you felt bad for the guy. But
Like
he
an
was
omen.
alive.
Yeah. I mean, he was well enough to do this commercial,
Yeah.
you know, and now he's dead. Just a
Well-
weird timeline because I don't remember anybody announcing that he was feeling bad the day before.
I don't remember anyone saying, "Hey, look out! We think this guy's gonna die tomorrow."
Yes, that's the key component of
Yeah.
any death.
I want to
So-
know about it in advance.
Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise, well, I guess you know what my mind tends to turn to.
Murder.
Well, of course, and also poetry.
Poetry. We got a poem. I was afraid to ask. I wasn't sure if you finished it or not.
Oh,
But you got a poem.
I finished it. All right. And then
Nice.
I finished something else.
What is it? If you're going to say something gross, and what did you finish?
Myself
porno mags?
off. Yeah, I've finally made it through the last month's issue of Hustler.
Not a lot to read through there, buddy.
No, but there's some advertisements that I like to look at pretty close.
Okay, true enough. That's like reading.
I like to support any business that supports Hustler. I
you have a
usually,
poem.
I'll order it online and then I write a little note that says, "I only ordered this because you support Hustler."
Yeah, well, that's normally what they ask for, so it's good.
That's
It's
why
good,
we have
good
so
consumer.
so much lube. All right, here's my poem.
The real lube dude.
I titled it Bush. And before I begin, I just want to note that George W. Bush is, without question, the Jay Leno of presidents.
Everybody loves him, and he did nothing wrong.
A great man, very likable. A tragic thing to lose a president, for heaven to gain yet one more resident. But as these deaths are becoming more prevalent, the conclusion I draw will be self-evident. The man was protected by the Secret Service, but still he died. Are you feeling nervous? To be alive one day, the next you have passed. Was he stabbed? Was he shot, or strangled, or gassed? Thank you, Mr. Bush, for your sons true and strong. But beware, Jeb and George, or your lives may not be long. For the truth of the matter, and it should make us all pissed, knowing a murderer walks in our midst.
Whoa, that is spooky.
Well, it is the season. It's spooks.
It is the spooky season.
Yeah.
It is the spooky season for people to break into your homes and leave things that weren't initially in there.
That's right.
It's the season for burglaries and reverse burglaries.
Reverse burglaries. No one knows what's coming or going every day. You've got
That's
a new
right.
gift on your porch, and another gift is gone.
Yeah, it is strange, but that was a great poem, Uncle Howard. I'm not gonna lie, that was really heartfelt and touching. I was hoping, I was hoping for a Dynamite Kid poem. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe George H.W. Bush is greeting the new guy in heaven.
I will freestyle a Dynamite Kid poem.
No way.
Right at this minute. This is a Pillow Talk
This
exclusive.
is a lot for me to ask of you, but
only
go for
on
it.
94.3 K Pillow. Dynamite Kid, you wrestled in the ring. You were a mighty champion. Of that, you were the king. Your matches against Tiger Mask cannot be denied. Yet in spite of your legend, still you died. And to me it is strange to think of this fact. Today you were alive, now you're dead. Is that an act? Because what could have happened to take you from us? Unless you were shot with a blunderbuss or some other type of weapon of choice. But you were taken from us, and with it your voice. Dynamite Kid, I pray for your soul, even though a murderer came and put your body in the hole.
Wow, well done. On the spot. That is legitimately on the spot, people. So
That
you
was
can't ask too much.
straight off the dome, and
Damn.
it was stressful.
you did the job well. And on that note, Uncle Howard, where can they find you?
Well, thank you for asking. They can find me several places. Often I'm in your backyard peeking up your window. But you can also find me on the internet. I have a internet webpage. It's
You go to Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer, Edge Explorer. You type in the twitter.com and you look for Miata Guy for You. That's MIATAGUY for You.
Number 4, letter U.
We got stickers. You want to send me a message? I'll send you some stickers. You can PayPal or Venmo at Poopy Mommy Diapers. It's this nerd who runs my finances. They don't let me have money anymore because of all the child support that I don't owe, but they find it suspicious that I don't owe any child support, so they just in case don't let me have money.
It is suspicious. And I'm at Bug TV Franklin on Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Ello, ello.co/Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard.
Ello.
Is the full URL.
We do not have a Twitter just for our podcast, but we
No,
do
we
have
don't.
an Ello.
We have an Ello, We
We have
probably
a
have a few
Facebook
other
page.
websites. We don't have a Facebook page, Pillow Talk with Franklin.
Get
and Uncle
on
Howard.
there, please.
Give us a like.
Give us a like.
And if you want stickers, message either one of us, and we can send it to
We'll
you.
hook
If you
you
wanna
up.
give us, if you want to give us a donation so we can cover SoundCloud costs, that'd be great.
If you want to give us a thumbs up on iTunes, that's really
yes,
good.
give us 5-star on
5
iTunes.
stars, write
Give us a thumbs up on
review,
SoundCloud.
Give us a SoundCloud, hit that heart. You know I like it.
Oh,
Tell
shut up.
you, I made that up. That's my invention.
That's true. It's an original.
Yeah, Al is welcome to come on the show and try to defend himself, but we know he's a coward.
He is a coward.
And please, if you like this podcast and you have some weird, dumb friends that you're not afraid of alienating, why not tell them to check out this show too? Maybe they'll like it.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do that, well, go fuck yourselves.
That's about it.